Hi everybody, this is AJ with Car Inspected. Today we are in Ajax and we're looking at this 1997 Ford Ranger, the 4-liter V6. It's got 101,000 kilometers on it, pretty low for its age. Sorry, it's pretty noisy here, hopefully you can hear me. Overall, it's in decent shape. I don't see any signs of major accidents or repaints or anything like that. I did paint thickness verification throughout. There is a little bit of rust, as to be expected, at the bottoms of these fenders, these front fenders. However, rocker panels, everything else is pretty good. There's a little bit starting in the wheel wells on this passenger side. It does have a bed liner, which is in nice condition, with no issues. Rear bumper looks pretty nice. Tailgate also looks nice, not rotten in the bottom or anything. Opens smooth. And no rust in there, all looks pretty nice. It does have a trailer hitch on it. Taillights look good. They all do work, by the way, with no issues. This side, rust is very minimal, just a little bit starting on this wheel well here. Other than that, it all looks pretty good though. And again, rocker panels, cab corners, all that stuff looks pretty nice. This front fender is out a little bit. I don't know if that's how they were from the factory, but they're both kind of like that. But again, there's some starting under the paint here, but it's not too bad. Other than that, the rest looks pretty decent. Really, there's not a lot of dings or any dents or anything on it. Looks like it's been sitting for a while, that's about it. Front bumper, headlights, all that stuff all looks pretty good. We're gonna look at the wheels, tires, and brake situation. Now, this tire is a 2007, and it's got about 930 seconds of tread. Pretty good. No issues. Rims are in pretty good shape. Typical corrosion on these alloys. While we're here, we can look at some of this. So the chassis is it's crusty, but it's not. I don't see any major issues. A lot of it is surface rust. You see, it's just flaky surface rust. I don't see any spots that are broken or anything like that. As you can see, shocks are pretty old and rusty looking. All that stuff is fairly old and rusty looking. It would need some work to get it on the road. Front brakes, rotors are there. Front pads are there. There's about 50% or so left. As you can see, suspension components are all pretty crusty from sitting. The power steering pump is also leaking a little bit. Not too much, but it is leaking a bit. As you can see, the rest of this oil and stuff like that all looks pretty dry, so no major issues there. Brake lines throughout are all pretty rusty. They are broken in the back and would need to be replaced. Other than that though, structurally the truck is pretty good. Again, typical surface rust kind of stuff, but floors, cab mounts, everything looks pretty good. There we go. Where's the cab mount? There we go. As you can see, we have no major issues. Exhaust is old and probably mostly original. I had it running and it sounds good though. I don't hear any exhaust leaks or anything like that, so you might be good for a while. You don't have any major issues. And back here too, spring mounts, everything looks pretty good. Definitely been sitting for a while, and it has that surface rust to show. The one side, see from here, the gas tank strap is rotten, and that is broken, so that should be replaced. I skipped this tire up here, we'll go back. So this tire is pretty high in tread. It's got about 10-30 seconds. However, it is old. It is from 2002. So, due to age, I would replace them fairly soon. I wouldn't do a lot of driving with them. Back tires are similar story. They're 2002s. I think this one's actually a 2000. Yep, this is an 02. So, also a lot of tread, about 930 seconds. But due to age, I would recommend replacing them. The rear is drum brakes, so we can't look at the condition of those. And again, you can see Brake lines are pretty rotten. Everything that's pretty good back here. Spare tires there. Again, usual kind of stuff for a vehicle of this age, but structurally it looks pretty good. See mounts and things like that don't look bad at all, and I don't see any major, from my view, I don't see any major cracks or any issues with the chassis. Same story, tires are pretty old, 2001s in this, and drum brakes, a lot of tread, but getting old. Let's see a little bit of this side here, rust coming through. Inside the cab, we actually look pretty good. Interior's in nice condition. Door panels look good. Roll-up windows work. No issues. No power locks or anything like that. A little bit of rust starting the door bottoms. Nothing that's holy or anything like that. You probably coat it and preserve it for a while. Seats look nice though. No rips or tears or anything like that. They operate as they should. And the buddy seats back here fold out as they should, and they look to be in good shape. Carpet's pretty decent under here, no real issues. It doesn't smell weird or anything like that back here. It is equipped with a slider back window, which is nice. Headliner and all that looks good as well. No major issues. Floors look good. It does have some floor mats here. Under there, not too bad at all. Dashboard also looks very nice. Again, no signs of issues or anything like that. Carpets look good. Center console, everything seems to work. No real issues like that. Passenger side, seats, everything also looks good. I'll go over to that side to give you a better look. But they all do look pretty good. No issues with the door panels. A little bit of rust starting on the bottoms, but nothing too crazy. Again, all looks pretty good, and seats fold as they should. Buddy seats look good. Seat belts also look nice, no issues there. Glove box is filled with a bunch of receipts and the owner's manual as well. So all that original paperwork is there. All looks pretty good. Carpets under here are a little stained, but nothing too crazy. All in all, pretty decent. I think I showed pictures, but I mentioned that this fender is out a little bit. Needs some adjusting to work correctly. Will look correctly. It works fine. Now we're going to pop the hood, and we're going to start it up so you hear it run for a second. Oh, no brakes, by the way, because of the leaky line, so we can't drive it anywhere, unfortunately. But it does start and run pretty nicely. You can hear the low air steering fluid. Air conditioning and heat actually work well. Radio works. So we have no real issues. I'm going to open the hood so you can hear it running for a minute. There we go. As you can see, it seems to run pretty smooth and strong, conducive to the low kilometers. No weird noises or anything like that. All looks pretty good. Now, when you look at belts and hoses, things like that, I'm going to shut it off while we do this. There we go, that's better. Belts look nice. They've probably been replaced fairly recently, I'm not sure. It's got a new battery. That's getting 13 and charging at almost 15, so we're good there. Like I said, brakes have bad lines, so there is no fluid in there. So that needs to be replaced and brake lines, etc. need to be fixed. I don't see any issues with leaky valve cover gaskets or anything like that. We checked your oil and it comes back with a green light, so we have no contamination or any issues of that sort. Like I said, the air conditioning works. Coolant is good till negative 43. However, you'll see in the photos it is a little muddy from sitting. It's probably been sitting for a while. I would recommend possibly cleaning that out and putting new in. Trans fluid also looks pretty clean. It doesn't smell burnt or anything like that, so I think we're pretty good there as well. For the most part, no rust in here or anything like that. So other than brake work, mechanically it seems like it might be pretty good condition. Unfortunately, we can't take it for a ride because of that need of the brake work. But there you have it. 1997 Ford Ranger, 2-wheel drive. As usual, thanks for watching. This is AJ with Car Inspected. We'll see you next time.